Jim Rhoda from Fireball Ministry, August 16th, 2008. I never thought an exchange of energy between tattooer and client would be this intense.
You know, she knows what my family means to me, and you're either one of those people or you're not. You either understand why family means so much or you don't, and she's one of those people.
I've known Jim for a really long time, and it was actually really interesting because I included Jim in my first book, and you know, we had focused on the portraits of his mom and dad. And
I love this picture because it's them on their honeymoon, and to me, they were always the perfect couple.
It was just a great moment to capture in a picture, let alone a tattoo. And when we were done with the tattoo, he had told me about this idea that he had to get this signature of his mother tattooed on him.
You know, God forbid anything happens to my mom, I want to get her signature because her signature was a skull and crossbones. Like, she always drew a skull and crossbones and just wrote mom underneath it. Like, that was the way she marked herself. And
I think months later, his mom came out to visit from Jersey, and I got to meet her for the first time, and she was awesome, and she was so lively. And
although this might be hard for you to believe, Mom, you're kind of cool. That's kind of cool that you do that.
I told her, I'm like, oh my God, isn't it so cool? Like, your son wants to get your signature tattooed on him. As timing and life would have it, Jim's mom was diagnosed with cancer.
She ended up going to the doctor, and you know, they did a chest X-ray, and they found this spot on her lung. And
she passed away shortly after I had met her.
right around Christmas time, or like the beginning of January of 2008, and she died in July. It was like that quick.
Jim was just so bummed, and I knew that it was a really hard time for him going through that.
When your parents die and you're young, you know, everybody's different, has different relationships with their parents. You know, it's like some people never got to say what they wanted to say to their parents because they didn't have a good relationship, and that's a whole other series of horrors that, you know, I can't imagine. But I had a great relationship with both of them.
When Jim came in to get the signature finally tattooed, you know, his mother had already passed away, and it was kind of crazy because, I don't know, I just never imagined having to do that tattoo as you know, a memorial. You know, I really wanted to make the tattoo look like she had actually signed it on his arm. I
mean, honestly, it's my favorite tattoo that I have. It looks just like she wrote it on me.
I tell you, man, that hug that he gave me, like, after I tattooed the signature, and even after I had tattooed all the other portraits on Jim, they were just one of the more meaningful hugs that I've ever received from a client and from a friend.
Part of the beauty of her as a person is that she knew like how much it would mean to me to have those particular tattoos and do the certain tattoos that she did, and it's definitely been a huge part of getting through this and being able to deal with, you know, the loss.
Being able to tattoo him and be part of that grieving process in a positive way, I mean, that's what makes my job the most fulfilling.
When all is said and done, you know, all you really have are memories and photographs, you know, so can't think of a better thing than having it with you everywhere you go.